Welcome to the Daily B Show with Matty B. We've got Bryce Walshe in the house today as our special guest, and we're going to be talking about overcoming adversity, harnessing your own personal power, and a whole range of different stuff. Business mindsets, overcoming some pretty full-on challenges, and just to see what is possible and what's up there for you guys. So, Brycey, thanks for jumping on, brother. Let's get you in here. I'll just add you now. Hey, Katie. Hey, guys. Hey. On. Trevor, good to see you, brother. I just got back from the beach, so it's business up the top, party down the bottom.
Hey.
How are you, bro?
Good. It's nice and warm up here.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Those that don't know, Bryce is enjoying himself over in Bali at the moment.
Yeah. 29 degrees, 70% humidity. It's great.
Oh, mate.
Minus the
lovely.
sweat.
Minus the sweat. Yeah, lovely. So, for those that don't know, Bryce, you're over there doing a bit of work at the moment on a bit of a world tour. And, Bryce is essentially helping business owners grow through. Oh, you tell them, Bryce. Tell them what you're up to at the moment with your VAs and what you're up to with your business.
Okay. Well, I think we've got a bit of a delay.
Yes, we do.
All right. So, basically, I'm up here visiting one of my clients. I'm like seeing all sorts of stuff. Hold on. What's going on here? All right.
How you going?
All right. I'm just going to cancel.
I can see your beautiful face. Hey, Sush. Hey, Mum. Hey, Loz. Rocco. Hey, guys. Good to see you. So, as we know, technical difficulties here. Yeah. So, Bryce is going to jump on any moment. I think he's just having a bit of fun over there. We've all been to Bali. We know what the internet's like. So, this is my time to shine and do my song and dance. So, now here he comes. All right. Brycey in the hair. Oh, shit. That's the wrong button. Boom. Magic rain upon us. Here he comes.
Sorry about that. It was just like going crazy.
No, sorry, isn't it?
Oh, good. So where were we? So I'm over here visiting one of my clients. We do accommodation management and our outsourcing services. So I'm just here checking in with the crew, doing some sort of strategy in that over the next. I've been here for a day. Over the next day, and then I head out to the Philippines tomorrow. So.
And that's because your outsourcers are over in the Philippines, isn't that?
Correct. Yeah. My team's over in the Philippines. Going over to spend with them, and because we run a 24/7, 365.
You're a bit choppy there, bro, with your internet. Ooh, bro, you're a bit choppy. You cut out completely, man.
All right.
Go back to where you were before, outside in the palm tree.
I haven't moved. Okay. Let me try. All right. I'll just hold on to the phone.
Okay. Oh yeah, you had your bintang.
Oh yeah, you see the my bintang tripod. Yeah. Yeah.
Work with what we got.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is perfect, by the way. Your internet right now while you're walking around.
All right.
It's when you go under the roof that it goes shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hopefully it'll be okay.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in there doing obviously your property management, checking out this joint that you're looking after, and then heading over to Philippines with your VAs. Yeah. Tell guys a bit about what you're doing with those and how you're really impacting Australian businesses and businesses around the world with those guys. You're under the roof again.
Is that better?
Yeah, get out there. Get out of that roof. It's choppy as fuck.
All right.
Yeah, straight. As soon as you're out of the roof, it's better.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll just stand here. Okay, so...
Sit in the pool. Sit in the pool.
In the pool. All right, I'm going to go here.
Just on the edge.
Um,
I'll do it
I'll
too.
put some there.
I can go sit in the pool. Mine's just around here.
Wow.
Should I have a pool
I'll
set?
just chill on the edge of the pool. Yeah. Why not? Why not? There we go.
I'll do that too.
So basically, yeah, when you're running small businesses, you don't, and you're starting to grow, you don't necessarily have the money and resources available to go out and hire full-time staff locally right away. So what we do is we help fill the gap to get businesses the support that they need, so that they can grow and then be able to employ local staff. So we sort of act as a, you know, I mean, some people do go ahead and hire local staff. Some of them don't, depending on, you know, what sort of business they're doing or what sort of business they're in. But yeah, you know, a lot of
what
people,
kind of businesses have you been helping that you've found are more gravitating towards this sort of assistance?
So obviously the accommodation industry, travel, locksmiths, trade services, you know, making sure that people can get their phones answered 24 hours a day. You know, there's nothing worse than when you ring. And the reason I sort of went towards trades was because when I was purely running accommodation, you'd ring up at, you know, they say 24 hours, you ring up at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, my power's out or there's a pipe broken, and you get a voicemail. So it's like, what if these guys could be available 24 hours, or, you know, at least have someone that can answer the phone and check if it's urgent enough to be able to go ahead and, you know, get someone up, rather than having to be sleeping with a phone under their pillow. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, all right, so it's...
Sorry, guys, just a towel on myself.
No, don't be sorry, bro. You do you. So you've done really well to get to this point, right? And you've gone through a fair bit of adversity, both personally and in your business life. So I guess I think because you're at where you're at with your business, it's sort of a manifestation of what's going on up in here to get yourself there to start with. So can you share a bit about more of your personal adversities that you've faced, and share those with people?
Yeah, well, I suppose the biggest one is that I'm gay, and, you know, that was obviously one of the hardest things to come to terms with. You know, going through high school going, oh, I'm not like everyone else, you know. And getting to a point where...
Where did you go to high school?
Gisborne in Victoria.
Okay.
I'm originally a Melbourne boy, or a Victorian.
There you are.
I've been up in Darwin for 12 years. Yeah, so going there, realizing that I was not the same as everyone else, and, you know, different thoughts, different things going on. And it's like, you know, I don't even, you know, it's such, we're talking 17, 18 years ago. I don't actually remember a lot of what I was thinking back then. But it was, you know, realizing I was different, and then sort of not really acting upon anything, but just, you know, I told my family when I was 20, 21, and they were great. You know, they pretty much, it was a matter of, we already knew, you know, why didn't you tell us earlier? That's that's what it was like. So there wasn't any real dramas there, but
was there anyone else at your school or in your town that you knew that were gay at the time?
Could have been on the verge of, but yes, no. Yeah, more to the no side. And if they're watching,
so you really do feel like you're completely alone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then I actually moved to Darwin when I was in year 10. So I spent the first, it was the first part of my high school years in Melbourne, and then I shifted to Darwin, completely new environment, with all of that going on. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay. And what was it like for you going through that process of just coming to that realization?
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, I sort of knew, and I'd been, you know, once I got to Darwin and entering the workforce, at 16, we sort of knew some people around that were gay, so I could go and have a chat to them and, you know, that sort of stuff to try and work through what I was working through. But, you know. And
they were the first people you spoke to, really? Like,
pretty much,
what other support did you have?
And the internet. Not really too much other support at all. I sort of dealt with it on my own. I didn't ask anyone for help. I was, you know. But it wasn't mentally fucking me up or anything like that, so that was okay. You know, it wasn't
However,
too much of
but the thing that was more so fucking you up,
Yeah.
and well, not fucking you up, but the thing that
Yeah.
was more so playing on your mind was your obesity.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, there's been an image out there, or the things that you're seeing, you know, as I was growing up, gay guys are ripped, they're muscled, you know, that's sort of what you've got to be to fit that profile. And I was none of those. And, you know, I mean, I'd always been a big guy. And then, but I reckon 2008, when I got my first car and started driving, it just ballooned. Or it didn't balloon right away, but it got progressively worse over the last, until 2016, when I actually went and had surgery. Yeah. And by the time I got there, I was 187 kilos. So,
wow.
It was, And
what do you feel like was the main contributor to the ballooning?
I don't know. I love my food, but I mean, when I was younger, never, we didn't eat a lot of fast food or anything like that. It was good home cooked food. I just love to eat a lot of it, you know. And then once I once I got my car, I did spend a lot of time at McDonald's and all of those sort of places, you know. It was it was fast, it was on the go, it was easy. And then before
Did you binge eat or emotionally eat?
Oh, I emotionally eat, I binged eat, the whole lot. It was all about the food.
And so what ages was that from and to?
Okay, so between 18 and 26, probably that window.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 18 was basically still you sort of hiding your sexuality, of not really speaking to anyone about it.
Oh yeah.
Too much.
So it came out when I was 21. Yeah, or around about that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It sort of started around that point, and as a cover, as a
looking back, that was probably a big contributing factor, whether I actually thought about it or not. You know, or whether looking back, it would have been a massive contributing factor. I just didn't think it was at the time.
Everything's connected. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Would have been.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And so what was it like for someone that, because I've never been obese, I've put on some weight here and there, but like what are sort of the things that you go through as in that state? How does it affect you?
Well, you've got everyone around you telling you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. That's probably the biggest thing. And that is probably the least help. You know, obviously you're big and you need to lose weight, you know. It's like, don't fucking tell me, you know, I know this.
It's not a fucking secret.
It's like, you can see it, right? Then, but it got to the point where I couldn't get out and do the stuff that I wanted to do. And, you know,
such as?
It was hard to walk upstairs, hard to walk for any more than a few hundred meters, and towards the end, you know, and I
Yeah. Internet's playing up a bit, bro. That's right.
there might be a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'm like,
that's right.
Actually, my mum had lap band surgery, so we'd already had some, you know, the surgery had been in the family, the weight's in the family.
Can you explain that to people that don't understand, know what that is?
A band around your stomach, and it's designed to stop, you know, reduce the amount that you can eat.
A band?
Yeah, it's basically a band, and they fill it with saline. But because I'm in Darwin, and the Darwin surgeons are like butchers up here. They say the saying is, if in pain, get on a plane. So I went down to Melbourne and I actually got them to take out 3/4 of my stomach. I know the Darwin people are going to 100% agree with me.
Just shrink
Hopefully. Yeah, so they basically took 75% and it reduced it to like a little, it was like a sleeve or a tube.
Yeah.
So
and so what's the effect of that now?
So the effect of that is I can't eat much. I basically can eat 1/4 of what I could eat before. Although it's been really interesting. So I had to learn how to eat again. I know I'm shaking. All right. I had to learn how to eat again and go through months. And actually, I spent a lot of that time in the Philippines trying to learn. Yeah. So I wasn't at home trying to learn how to eat again and what I could tolerate and what I couldn't tolerate. And but I had a lot of help from Mum because she had already been through a part of this process, so she knew what she could tolerate. So although we found there is the differences because they've actually just gone and taken it out. Now I can tolerate a lot more stuff than she can, which is awesome. But cool. Going through that, learning how to eat, and then basically the weight just dropped. It was just dropping. I think I lost my first 50 kilos in probably the first year, and then, or more than 50 kilos. And then after that, it was a matter of, progress slowed down as it does. And it just, and I hadn't done any exercise or any extra outside of, just what I'm normally doing. Didn't go to the gym, didn't go walking, didn't necessarily go swimming. It was just, it came off with the reduced portion size. It came off by itself, essentially. But now,
when you're not eating that much.
Yeah, when you're not eating that much, it's burning. Yeah, it's burning it through. So,
do you get hungry? Now, do you get hungry or less hungry, or how's hunger work?
It's been really weird. So for a long time, I didn't get hungry, and I had to remind myself to eat. And then, when I'm at home, we've got meal time. You have meal times, and you sort of get used to your meal times. But the thing is that, and I've actually probably discovered this more over the last month than anything else, is that meal times are bad. You eat with, after you've had the surgery, you got to eat when you're hungry or eat when you know you need to eat. Eating at a meal time is no good. Because then your routine to get hungry or to eat at certain times. So, and probably more so over the last month, before then, I was actually finding I was eating more and more, and I think I was actually worried I was stretching my stomach, which is what I don't want to do. But over the last month, it's been really weird because I've found that I'm eating less and moving more, which is, I don't even know what. Actually, it's probably because I'm getting out and about and,
actually being
back
active
onto the socials. Getting out onto the socials and saying hello and I don't know, just being around good people, I suppose.
So we got a question from Samantha Moya, who, that's all right. She's asking, what did you have to work on emotionally after losing the weight?
Well, I suppose it's, I still do it to this day, is that you've got the mindset I'm fat. I might only be 97.5 kilos now, but I still think that I'm that 185, if you know what I mean. It's still
way less than me, bro.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think my brain, I still think that I'm, this massive heavy dude, and I'm not anymore, so that, that's
have you worked around that? Have you done any work with anyone?
No. I've sort of just, I haven't actually really spoken to anyone through the whole process. Like, I spoke to the surgeon occasionally, but mostly within my family and friends group, and then I don't even talk.
And most of your family and friends, big or small, or like, is there
wide range? Yeah,
in the wide range, yeah.
Yeah. So
right.
it's thin right through to big. Yeah. I've got friends
wide range. I get you.
Yeah,
wide range.
No. From various aspects on the scale.
Okay.
So it's
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can definitely have more of a discussion around that as well.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Because that's it. That. Whether you think it and believe it and can conceive it, So it's pretty imperative that what you're feeling and what you're thinking is essentially going to be dictating what you're going to be getting, and the people that you're hanging around as well is really imperative.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a wide range of people. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, that's it. Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, but I'm just stoked that, you know, I'm down 80, so I was at 187. I'm down almost 90 kilos, almost 90 kilos. And I still pinch myself and I go, oh my God, how did I do that? You know, or how did that? I still go, I don't give myself enough credit at all for the fact that I have done that. You know, it's just what I've been doing.
It's so intense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So any single bachelors out there, by the way, hit up Bryce Walshe at brycewalshe.com.au. And
awesome.
mate, so all this, right, it would have been what you said the other day was that you sort of focused most of your energy and attention on your business and just sort of tuck this stuff away. So can you
pretty much
share like what that was like to do that?
Oh, I don't know if was some sort of coping mechanism, but I just sort of was like, I'm working on my business. That's what I'll deal with that later. That's sort of the mentality that I had. So I was like, okay, I'll ignore those feelings for now. I'll deal with them another time. That's it's avoidance. Complete avoidance. So I mean, it may fuck me up one day, but I don't know.
You're at where you're at, man. You're at where you're at. Yeah,
exactly. And so
you just jumped onto the 30-day Go Live challenge. You've been putting yourself out there. Like, it's been epic, man. How does it feel like stepping out of your skin and really just exposing yourself in these ways?
Look, it's been good, and I don't know whether I feel like I haven't been putting out good. Am I putting out things people are interested in? You know, like I think day one I was sort of the whole introduction. Day two I was out having a drink with my brother for his birthday, and then day three, hungover. And then day four. I can't even remember what I was talking about. I can't even remember what I was talking about. And then yesterday, I think I was talking about switching back over to night shift mode. Yeah, it wasn't. I was sitting on the couch over there on the live stream, going, I'm fucking exhausted. You know, is there got to be a better way to be able to flip from day to night mode without without suffering the consequences? Yeah.
Because you're on some pretty hectic sleeping patterns, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, most of our work comes from North America, so I'm generally around in that time zone. Yeah. You know, where our clients are and that sort of thing. So that's why and I've always been a night owl. I've always done shift work, so it's sort of just normal. Yeah. You know, my body's got used to it. I know there's some people that are just like, I could never switch backwards and forwards. Like, I think it's just one of those things you become routine to over time. But it still hurts.
Yeah,
It exhausts the hell out of you. And then when you switch, you know, sometimes I'll do Monday, Tuesday. At one point I was doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in like daytime in Australia, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday was on night shift. So you're in this constant spin cycle and your body doesn't know what's up or down. Yeah.
That's hectic.
Let alone eating patterns and stuff. So yeah.
And it all does align with the moon and the planets and the cycles of the ocean. Like when we're not sleeping, like it does throw out our alignment, and it is a lot harder for our bodies to maintain those cycles because we're just out of alignment with the whole feng shui of the whole thing that's going on. But that's it. It is pretty full on.
It tips your world upside down. Literally.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
cool. So what sort of advice do you give to people then who are facing things like obesity and not knowing what to do and how to deal with that? Like, what sort of things have you used to cope yourself and get through and stay in a positive mindset?
And get through it. Well, I just ignored it. I tried to ignore it, and that's not what you do. Look, I'd say go and talk to your doctor, and that's what I did. Go and talk to your doctor, and they will work with you to create a plan. You know, I mean, but make sure it's a good doctor and not the one that says go and eat vegetable soup all day, because that doesn't always work. Literally, they say you know. I went to get Duromine one time, and obviously, for those people that don't know, it's a weight loss medication, but it is one. When you look at the makeup of it, it's literally prescription speed, and it's one little line away from. Yeah, it's one line away from being the same thing. So you know, they're like, eat your vegetable. They didn't want to put me on it. And then when I was on it, it didn't really do much. It kept me awake, but it didn't really do much else, you know.
So
it kept me, yeah.
I was gonna say, share with me the that feeling, because a lot of the people that I get on the show, they talk about addictions, they talk about sort of mental health, and talk to me about the addiction to food and that reliance and that the cravings from your perspective, what you've experienced when it comes to food, because essentially, like, if all you do is eat vegetable soup, it
gets boring after a while. Vegetable soup. Mind you, I like to eat a lot of it now. It's great stuff. Back then, no. I don't know. I just, you know, I was eating so much fast food and so much. It was like, if I didn't, because they make that stuff addictive in itself. You know, the fast food's addictive.
Yeah.
You know, McDonald's is addictive.
Yeah.
Hungry Jack's, all that, Burger King, all that stuff is addictive, and it's designed to keep you going back. So I was stuck in that loop. You know, if I didn't get a cheeseburger, or, you know, what was I at my biggest, I'd probably go and order a couple of double quarter pounders. You know, I'd be feeling like shit, and then but then once you go and eat, then you beat yourself up for eating. So it was like, I'd be like, need this food, go and get the food, and then I would beat myself up for eating afterwards. Yeah. Go, what the fuck did I do that for? You know, it's a tough one. It's a bit of a brain bender. Well, it was a bit of a brain bender. You know, why am I doing this? But then I still go back and do it. You know, because it made me feel happy.
Did the doctors help with that in any way? Did the doctors help with that in any way?
Well, not really.
The psychological side of it.
I did go and get some therapy for a while, but that was nothing to do with the actual weight itself. But it was, they didn't particularly help on the psychological side of things, you know.
Were you left to your own devices throughout this period, or have you, like, what was the process of overcoming that?
Overcoming that?
Was it literally just the surgery that curved your hunger?
Yeah, it was the surgery. Yeah, definitely the surgery. It curved. I mean, look, instantly. I spent a week not being able to eat at all, and then it was onto fluids, and then literally you can't. If you eat too much, if I eat too much, I'll throw up. That is the you know. So it's vomit avoidance. You know, if I eat too much, I'll be running to the toilet. So that's what it's all about. I mean, I can tolerate it a bit more these days.
Is that permanent?
Yeah. They take 75% of your stomach and it's gone forever. Done. Never.
What if you get too skinny and then it's like, well, I can't eat enough now because my stomach's too small? Is that a thing?
I have to try and stretch it. I don't think it'll be a kind of thing, but you'd have no choice but to try and stretch your stomach back out, you know, because it will stretch.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. Stomach stretching, yeah.
Yeah. Right. All right. So what's are you still losing weight pretty consistently, or where are you sort of at with it?
It's slowed down. I'm down to about 1 kilo a month or thereabouts. You know, if I go and do exercise, which I have to go and do more exercise, it will continue to come off. The surgery is sort of done what it's done, but now the rest is up to me. So if I want it to keep going, it'll still keep gradually going down, but if I want to, you know, lose it quickly, I've just got to go out and do the exercise and stuff, which I am starting to do, or will be starting to do.
There you are.
Yeah.
Gallivanting around the world, climbing up, Dick Rockin' Burley.
Oh yeah, that was fun, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So it's sort of now it's up to me to take it. The surgery's done job. It's up to me to take it wherever it. Nikki, hey, my initial goal was 100, so I got to that about a month and a bit ago. My next goal is 90, and then when I get to, and I said I'll always be happy when I get to 90, but I'm sure that when I get there, I'm going to be like 80 is next. So, yeah, but we'll see.
I'll always be happy when I get to 90.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to chat about, Ro, is that this perception that something outside of us or something that we attain will make us happy.
Yeah, it probably won't make me happy.
Okay.
Because it's just, because once it starts going
you've got
down,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got everything you've got, bro. Like
Yeah.
you're whole and complete. You're not broken. You don't need fixing, and
Yeah.
you've got everything within you. And
Yeah.
this is the thing where a lot of people get caught up in, even when you had your weight on you, right? You had the
Yeah.
capacity to feel joy and happiness, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
Yeah.
the lopsided perceptions of who you were that was not
Yeah.
being loved and owned at that point. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, man, it's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm just looking forward. I've got about another year and a bit more weight to lose, and then I'll go and get all the excess skin cut off. So I've still got a lot of skin on,
Okay.
and then that's the next stage in the process. So that will be good. I reckon I've got about another 10 kilos of skin. Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon I've got about 10 kilos
well,
of
there's
skin
your 80.
there.
You're at 80 then.
Yeah, there's me 80.
Get that done now.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
get to 80 quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Yeah.
You hitting the dating scene?
Not really. I've got too much on.
Not
no.
yet.
That's me doing the whole avoidance thing. That's me doing the whole avoidance thing.
Bro.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So
I mean, I'm a bit of an
is,
introvert as it is. I'm here as a bit of an introvert, and I like to hide myself away. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So you like to be the one that's being approached, not the approacher, the approachee, not the approacher. Is that what you're saying?
Oh well, look, it might change. This might change. I've been getting out a lot more on socials and that in the last month. So I'm like now I'm, on the plane the other day I was chatting to random people with an in-seat chat in the back of the bloody seat panel. Just for shits and giggles. Something I would never have done before. And people are like, who the fuck is this guy chatting to me?
Awesome. Yeah, man, wicked.
So
you
definitely
recognise your confidence just building and building.
Yeah, absolutely. And things like the 30-day Go Live challenge and stuff is all part of that. Yeah. So.
Well, also the LinkedIn pod that we're in
the LinkedIn.
together.
Yeah.
Like that's what's really first got you out there, putting videos out there and creating content and chucking yourself out there, wasn't it? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. The pod was definitely, that was, I said, okay, I want to be part of this. Let's go and do it. That's what it was about,
Yeah.
And I'm at the point where if I'm saying I'm going to do something, I'm going to go and do it. Because in the past, I've said I'm going to do stuff and didn't do it. And that's not the person I want to be. So, yeah.
That's when someone's emotions and mindset are out of alignment with each other.
Yeah.
And so your heart says, I want to do this. Your mind says, no, fuck that, I'm doing this. And just keep doing shit that like you want to do, but you don't do it. I can definitely relate to all that. But the fact that you're starting to find more alignment with those two things, it's really, really powerful. Like shit just starts happening, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I've talked to more people in the last month than I probably have in the last year. So
I was going to say, like, talking to you now and getting to know you over the last little bit as well, you would never guess that that's the kind of introvert that you were, and that's how much you're reserved and held back, and the confidence that you have, the conviction you have in your speaking, and just approaching and speaking to people like you do. It's really cool to see, man. It's really inspirational.
I mean, even though today I was a bit like, rah, I had an Iraq before we did the live show. I'd say to the audience, yes, I've had an Iraq, but it's all good fun. It's gotten me to where I needed something to get me that little bit further, and we're there. So
yeah, we did. You didn't need it, but
I didn't
you had
need
it. That's okay.
That's okay. It's all good fun.
You wanted it, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I wanted it. Yeah, that's it. You don't need anything. You want it.
Exactly. Do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
Cool, bro. Cool. So, Bryce, can you share? Actually, let's go into let's have a chat about your business, man, because that's one thing. Obviously, the personal side about overcoming just the fear of your sexuality and coming out with that and embracing that. Yeah. But then also coupled with the obesity and coming to terms with you actually being a beautiful human being, no matter what you look like. And then from there, obviously you got stuck into your business. You put all this time and effort into that to sort of avoid getting yourself out there. And then you got met with a whole fucking tidal wave of shit that essentially sent you into liquidation.
Yes, that's right. Or we're going back about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago now. Yeah. October 2014 was when that, we could see that things might, things were starting to get out of control. I had a business partner who, it was almost her way or the highway. So, you know,
Yep.
the finances were
Sure,
starting
many
to get out
people
of
can relate.
control. A whole lot of stuff was starting to get out of control, and you know, drugs got involved, and there was a bit of a drug culture in the company as well, which was really, you know, I look back now
Happens
and
a
go,
lot.
that was fucked. You know, you had the and you know, we got to October 2014, and basically the money had been cleared out. You know, we had there was no money in the bank, so I had to go and make 13 staff redundant. And that was,
Wow.
you know, I was 24 at the time, and I'm like, you know, that took it to a whole new level. And then, you know, we thought that we could, you know, once I basically said to my business partner, you're in your 40s, you're not going to recover so easily if bankruptcy and stuff comes about. So I signed it. I said, sign the whole lot back to me and I'll just deal with it, you know. But it was pretty fucked up the whole way through. You know, you've got creditors. You know, I tried to trade on for another year to get out of the situation. I think that I should have liquidated a year earlier than I did. But, you know, I thought we'd do the right thing. We had, you know, it was an accommodation business. We're managing people's properties, managing sometimes their biggest investment, you know. We're talking about property.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, because, you know, we fell under an exemption. We operated under an exemption. So we didn't have to be real estate agents. Therefore, we didn't have to have audited trust accounts and stuff like that. And because of what had happened with my business partner, what had happened leading up to October 2014, I'm like, I can't, you know, we had a lot of mum and dad investors, and I couldn't live with myself if we didn't get them paid out, you know. So I worked hard, and you know, a whole lot of debt to be able to make sure that, yeah. Wow. I probably don't give myself enough credit for what I actually had to do then, you know. It was all,
it's really brave.
You know, and I mean, at certain points, I remember, and this is where mental health comes out, I was depressed. I was fucking, I remember, and those in Darwin, when I Hidden Valley overpass, there were several nights where I stood up there and I was like, do I jump? Do I just fucking finish it? Or, you know, what's next? But I'm glad that I didn't, because I would have just caused everyone a whole lot more pain.
I'm glad that you didn't too.
I just thought, I can't believe I just said that. That's something that I never talk about. But yeah, so I stood up on that bridge and going, is it easier for me just to finish it now? You know, because during this time we've had creditors,
a legitimate option.
Yeah, creditors knocking on my door, coming up to my door with baseball bats. You know, they were at my door with baseball bats, give me my money. And it's like, you know, I sort of went into myself and had to hide from people, you know, and almost went into, for 2 years, went into hiding. Yeah. But then I tell you, when I signed everything over to the liquidator at the end of 2015, I was like, you know, it's done. They're dealing with it. It stopped all of the calls, all of the harassment.
Lost ya. You're cutting out, bro. Mr. Walshe, calling Mr. Walshe. Bro, you're cutting out. You look beautiful with a frozen face there. You'll realize in a second. Yo, you, Brycey boy. And he's gone. The wonders of life. Well, I'm here in this beautiful spa in Gold Coast, Queensland. There's all men. Yeah, so that's pretty full on, Brycey. Jump back on if you're getting in there. But I just met Bryce for the first day on the weekend, and I don't know if you guys saw the video that we did together, but like we've been in a LinkedIn pod for about maybe a month and a half to 2 months now, and so essentially with LinkedIn, you can, if your LinkedIn posts get tagged or liked really quickly, it boosts it up. So we've been in this pod that been doing that, but we only today, and it felt like we've been friends for fucking ages. We just knew each other so well because of the power of the video content we've been doing. We've been watching each other. Hey, bro, and he's back. I was just sharing with people how we met for the first time the other day, and
Oh, cool. That's on lounge.
all right, how's your internet?
Yep, I think it's better. Look, it's the repeaters over there, the main router's over there, so I just don't know. It'll do what it'll do.
It'll do.
That's how it rolls.
I was just sharing about how we
Yeah.
met for the first time the other day, and it was like we'd known each other for ages.
Oh yeah, it was amazing just from the videos, backwards and forwards, and you know, it was crazy. Like we never even spoke on the phone, and then it was like I felt like I'd known you for years.
Yeah, but in saying that, let's go back to what we're talking about, because I don't want to go back from there. So, yeah, you obviously went through some pretty fucking tough times, man, and you're facing some pretty heavy shit. And just as well, bro, I'm just marrying up the timeline, right? So around 16, 17, 18, you were sort of dealing with understanding your sexuality. Between then and 21, you sort of come out to your parents a little. 23, sorry, you come out to your parents.
Oh, 21.
24. 21 you came out, and then 23, 24 you're dealing with this stuff. And 26 is when you got the surgery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26 is when I got the surgery. Yeah. Okay. So
it's all aligned. It's all aligned, man. It's all aligned with
crazy.
what went up in here.
Yeah. And actually,
you're choppy.
I'm going to go over here. Just in the office. That way
I think it's because we've got our shirts on.
Right next to the.
Whenever I have a shirt on, the internet doesn't work as well. You sound like a chipmunk.
I'll just stand here. Oh, do I?
It's a bloody end. Yeah. No, you're good now. You're good now.
All right.
Yeah, you were good for a
second.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, there we go. We back?
All right.
We back?
Yeah, we're back.
Good old Bali internet.
Take the show. You go. Yeah.
So at the end of 2015, I'm like, I got this great team in the Philippines, and we sort of thought, okay, we'd been using outsourcing providers, we'd taken it in house, and moved on to. Am I choppy as fuck or what? You're laughing.
No, it was because it was catching up, and so it made you talk really, really fast. It was like, but it was, we understood everything, but it was just really fast. Just to make me laugh.
Yeah.
So,
I had this awesome team in the Philippines, and I thought, well, let's move into outsourcing. You know, we could see it was something that was, you know, I'd been outsourcing for 8 years prior to that. So I thought, let's move into that industry. And, you know, I always had a passion for customer service and looking after people. So that's sort of where we've headed from there, while still doing a bit of accommodation management and that as well. Yeah.
Yes. And that was a bit of an opportunistic sort of move on your part.
It was.
Where you really took advantage of what you knew, what you saw, and what you had. Yeah. 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 Happens every day.
generally want to look after that. They were looking after me, so I want to make sure they're looked after too. You know, that's what it was all about.
Well, yeah, it's getting choppy again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's all right. It comes in and out, man. We're just working what we got.
Okay.
But I'm picking up what you're saying. Guys,
Yeah.
let us know if you're picking up as well, because yeah, it is coming through. Can't hear him.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
right.
okay.
But bro, let's catch up again.
Yep.
Maybe in a few weeks and pick up, because I know you've got a lot of stuff on the go at the moment, and
Yeah.
2019 is going to be a busy year.
Oh, that's it. And I'll be up in the Philippines. The internet's better there.
Yeah.
In the office.
Because I want to share a bit about how your past in aviation as well, and maybe where just a bit of brainstorming on a live as well. I think would be pretty cool about what might happen in the future.
All right. No, that sounds awesome.
Groovy. All right, bro. Thank you so much for jumping on and hanging out. Let people know where they can find you as well if they want to connect, bro.
Okay. Send me a friend request on Facebook or over on LinkedIn. All my contact details are there, or most of them are there. But yeah, hit me up with a message or comment on here, and I'll get in touch. Yeah. And thanks everyone for listening. It feels like it just feels like I've just gone and dumped this on everyone, but it's okay. This is good. I've been able to talk about it.
Everyone got exactly what they needed to, man. Yeah, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for opening up, man.
No worries.
Really appreciate it. And people did get a lot from it.
Yay. Awesome.
Cool, guys, thank you for joining us. Enjoy. We'll chat soon. Believe in yourselves. Express openly. Evolve consciously. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Catches.